It is. All right. So we've got integrity. We've got a dedicated broker. We've got experienced agents. Service-minded. Is that what you were saying? Okay. What else? Now, all of those can go under one umbrella. Integrity, a dedicated broker, experience, service-minded. How about fun? Is that important? Does anybody want to hate their job? No. Has anybody ever hated their job? Has anybody ever hated this job? It's okay. It's okay. There are times, Jen Hart, you're a liar or you don't remember, because you have called me and you have said, there's that fun part. Has anybody ever had a problem client?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant this year.
Yeah. Has anybody had a transaction that went awful?
Yeah.
So it can't be fun all the time, but it has to be fun. You don't want to hate life all the time. Does it need to provide value for you and your clients? Does it need to be mindful that it needs to provide value for you and your clients?
Yes.
And progressive about that and constantly seeking that? Yeah, yeah. Does it need to provide things for you that are tangible, that can be held, that can be recognized in the community, that are material truth to our being here? Some of you are like, man, digital's fine. Some of you, Jen is a paper person. Felicia's a paper person. She wants to be able to hold this. So it is important. Does it need to know what it's doing? Does it need to have something tangible to hold? Does it need to be fun? Do we need to know how to get you through your transactions without trouble, if possible? So all of these things run into culture, right? All of these things run into, we need that umbrella of having a killer culture. And what we learned while we were there and going through all of this is we do. We do. We also learned some of the things that we're missing to provide that killer culture, and we're working to put those together. Not going to go into the list. I'm not going to go into the all of the stuff, but I've got to spend some money now, and I'm happy to. I'm happy to benefit our agents by spending some money. I'm happy to create a culture where power, party, peace, and perfection can coexist, and be pleased to be here. What we learned is that we are ahead of most. The first day, what I learned is I am no Larry Kendall. And what he stood up and was able to just talk about and let out. I was not intimidated by him. I wasn't. I just realized that I have so much room to grow, and that intimidated me. It really did. And I had to wrap my head around that. Were my notes that thick on the first day?
It was a lot. And then he said, we need to have a meeting after this. We have a lot to go over. And then the meeting happened. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. And I realized a couple of things. Like I said, one, I'm no Larry Kendall. My to-do list is things that I can mark off. He had us do a, in Ninja, they have you fold a green sheet into quadrants, and it's aha moments and to do, and I don't remember. Rebecca, you were just there. What all were they?
Things to do, takeaways, things you're doing.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, vocabulary was one of them too. Okay. So instead of quadrants, he just had us draw a line down the middle of our page. One side was aha moments, the other side was to do. And my aha moment was like that big and my to do was down here. And then I had to switch pages. We did though, talk to other owners and managers, and they're nowhere near on this path where we
I
are.
actually had a few users reach out to me and ask if they could talk to one of us.
Yeah.
How we got to where we're at.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm very excited about that. I'm encouraged by that. And I don't have a lot of time for that either. So I'll help them, but not a lot. I want to help you. That's how I want to spend my time. But I am encouraged and we are going places. And one of the things that really stuck out to me, and we're gonna talk about this more and more as we implement some of the things that we decided to implement while we were there. We're not going to implement everything, guys. Incremental change is where it's at, right? Because then we can do one thing really well and add another thing instead of do everything really bad. Yeah.
I'm good at that.
You good at that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So we're going to do incremental change. However, we're going to the moon. Anybody? I think Bill got that reference. Kennedy stood up in a press conference and said, "We're going to the moon." He had not even spoken to NASA when he said that. Hadn't done it yet. Hadn't visited with them about it. And they came to him afterwards and they said, "We're not ready for this. We don't even know what." And he said, "I don't care. we're still going." And the way to get something to happen is to start with the dream. Something hard, something real hard is to dream after you're an adult. It's real hard. What did you want to be when you grew up, Abby? An architect. Fantastic. Why didn't you?
Because then I wanted to be able to doors
Uh-huh. And a giraffe and
pretty sure of a rabbit.
a rabbit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My sister wanted to be a turtle.
Right on. Yeah. Rebecca, what did you want to be?
A doctor,
Yeah. What kind?
pediatrician.
And were you going to specialize? No. I mean, she thought that through. I remember this because we were kids when we got together. We were so young. Jen. Yeah. Right on. Yeah. Anybody else remember what they wanted to be? Now, I wanted to be the trombonist for the Tonight Show band. That's what I wanted to do. I thought that'd be a great gig. Yeah. Why not? I play trombone. Close. When we were little and we took our first couple of steps, what happened? Everybody freaked out. Everybody loved it. It was amazing. After we took a couple steps, what did we do? We fell down. What did they do?
Encourage you to get back up.
Or picked you back up. Yeah, picked you back up. Put you back on your feet gently and held you for a little bit and steadied you and then let go and said, "Go, you got this. Do it, do it, do it." That's great culture, right? You guys ever fall in real estate? Don't do what you're supposed to do for a little while. Need to be picked back up, put back on your feet. It happens. It's okay. As we go on, and let's say we're 14 walking through the Walmart parking lot to go inside Walmart and we trip over nothing. What do our parents do?
Wow.
Ridicule a little, get up stupid. That gets said. Yeah. And what does our mind do? It doesn't do the same thing as when we were little and we took our first 2 steps and everybody freaked out. And we were like, this is amazing. You see the reaction on those babies. They're like, "Ugh." We get knocked down. Not only did we fall, but we're now also stupid and ridiculed. That is a true example of how we stop dreaming. That's how our RAS, reticular activating system, gets programmed. And some of us have better programming than others. And some of us who are now adults need to take charge of that programming and make it our own and make it what we want instead of what we have. We're adults now. It's our responsibility to do that. Get on board and get it done. How do we do that?
Retrain RAS,
How do we train our RAS?
affirmations.
Visions.
Daily affirmations. How do we have daily affirmations if we don't have a dream? If you don't have somewhere you want to be, there's no way to train your mind to believe you can get there. Does that make sense? Yeah? So Felicia has, actually, I'm going to go ahead and show this, and then Felicia is going to take over for a little bit. Here we go. Oops.
What's up, YouTube beliefs? This is comedian Michael Jr. I just did a stand-up comedy show in Winston-Salem. That was fun. Winston-Salem, home of the Winstons, the Salemses. It's some good people there, like for real. Anyway, I was there doing stand-up, and I said to myself, you know what? It's break time. For those that don't know, Michael Jr.'s break time is exactly that. In the middle of my stand-up comedy, I stop doing it, sit down, and just kick it with the people. Check it out. Just some random dude. I don't even know who he is. We just start kicking it, and look what happens.
Let me talk to the brother right here. Yeah. What's your name, bro?
Daryl.
I'm gonna need you to slow down with that, bro. For real, you're scaring the white people. You can't do that, Daryl. I'm sorry, bro. You're scaring me too, though. Wow. Well, what do you do for a living, Daryl?
I work at Oak Ridge Military Academy. I'm the music director there.
Musical director, Oak Ridge musical director. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You got a deep voice. I would not want to get you mad. Jonathan, come here. Like, oh, snap. 9 Jonathan show up. Amazing, dude. So you're a musical director.
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
All right, so let me get a couple bars of like Amazing Grace. Can you do the first part of that? I mean, we didn't plan this, just so y'all know. We didn't plan this at all. I'm just random talking. Go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Wow. That's what I could sing. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what you give me the version is if your uncle just got out of jail, you got shot in the back when you was a kid. I'm just saying, let me see the hood version real quick. If you know which version I'm talking about, just see if that exists. Let me see what you got.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Right now I'm fine.
me.
There you go. Ridiculous. Dude is just sitting in the audience with all of this skill, all this talent that I don't even know about. Wonder if you got some skills and some talents that folks don't know about that you kind of holding on to. Boom. There you go. Couple things I need you to do, like for real. Then you just gonna laugh and then I don't want you to do nothing. That's not how this is give and take. It's not take and take. Need you to subscribe and just be watching the video just to watch the video. Subscribe, tell some friends about it, leave a comment. I'm gonna be reading it.
All right, we're done with him.
Go to that other guy's church.
Yeah. What was the difference? How did he sing the first one? Very straight, right? Why? Why did he sing it straight? Any thoughts on that? Any insights? Any?
That asked you as the director of a music at a military academy.
Yeah, that's a great assumption. Now he asked me to sing Amazing Grace. He wants to hear Amazing Grace. Here it is. These are the written notes, right?
Yeah.
What changed?
Personality.
The why? What'd you say, Rebecca?
He made it personal.
He made it personal. Took us to church. Church is personal. Yeah.
Took the lid off.
He took the lid off. He blew the lid off. Yeah. The difference was he related. It was him now. It wasn't the notes. It was him. How many of you have served clients really passionately, really committed to them, really dedicated to what they want, really all out? All of you have. I've seen you do it. I've seen you do it. Abby was on her knees in my freaking office yesterday, texting and calling and worrying and working passionately for her client. Well into the evening.
And
Great.
first thing this morning.
Right on. So here's the question. If you would put that much passion into a client, why wouldn't you put that much passion into who you are and what you want? If you would put that much dedication into serving someone else's why wouldn't you put that much dedication into finding and chasing yours? There are reasons, and I think those reasons all boil down to, I'm not worth that. That's not something I should worry about. I just should worry about other people and pour myself out to them. And what happens? You're empty. You pour out completely, you're empty, you burn out. You absolutely burn out and you're sick of it. You don't want to do it anymore. You're done. Right? Ever been there? Ever been there in relationships, in other jobs, in parenting, in all kinds of stuff? You can recognize that, gosh, I have poured out and poured out and poured out. And now I'm done. I'm just done. We don't want that to happen to you. Our last meeting, I begged you guys to take a vacation. Guess who hasn't taken a vacation? Guess what happened on my last vacation?
Yeah, you got to
First-
rest up for a long time.
First day out, I got to stay in bed the rest of the week. Yeah. My knee's just now getting to where I can bend without, well, no, that hurt. Anyway, you have to, or you'll burn out. You have to. You also have to recognize and chase your why. And you have to share your why. Because this culture shares our why and supports our why. I will tell you one of the things that's going up, 2 new bulletin boards. 2 new bulletin boards are going up in the hallway back here. 2 new bulletin boards are going up in the Bentonville office. One is going to be the next thing on your life list, and you're going to pin it up there so we can cheer you on. What's the other one? I
To
don't.
do and to be.
Oh, yeah. To do and to be. No.
And there's gratitude.
Gratitudes, that's what it was. So to do and to be, so your life list, you're going to pin up a to do or to be. To have can be seen sometimes as icky. Like, honestly, I felt weird about buying another motorcycle when I have a great motorcycle, but I wanted it. And I felt weird, like that's indulgent. Yes. And to give, we don't want you to feel like you're bragging if you don't want to do that, because that's icky too. But to do and to be, we want to cheer each other on with those things. So bulletin boards are going up. And then the other one was, the other board,
The gratitude.
the gratitudes. What happens when you're sitting and you wind up having a client that has to pay more than they thought, and they're angry, and there's nothing you can do about it, Abby Driver,
I gave gratitude to all this week.
except go out and look at the gratitude board and reframe your mind and get out of that funk. So gratitude board and life list board are going up, and I'm excited about those. I think those are great ideas, and it's a great way for us to share in each other's lives and each other's whys. Simon Sinek talks about start with why. And most companies go backwards in this. Number one, what is so easy to define? Is it not? What do you do? Sell real estate. How? Many companies, not all, can identify how, but it's quite a bit less that can identify how. How do we sell real estate? How do we procure clients? Through the Ninja system. We keep up with people through true relationships. We care for people. We recognize pain or pleasure when it happens. We stay in touch with them to be an aid to them and to care for them. And should they move into needing real estate after that, they'll contact us and give us permission to be put on our hot list and start working real estate for them. That's how, isn't it? And because we care for them so much, they send us good referrals. Because we provide them value and show expertise, they send us referrals. That's our how. What do you do? Sell real estate. How? Ninja. Why? And don't say for the money, because that's everything. That's every freaking job. That's every job. What? Smith and Associates. We bring on realtors. How? By providing them a lot of value for what they pay in, and a lot of care and a great culture. Why? I'm going to tell you guys the truth right now. And I've talked this over with my Ninja guidance counselors, Don and Terry, because both of them have asked me, why don't you just go sell real estate? You'll make more money. And I said, it's important to me to see lives change. It's important to me to see people create freedom in their lives. And I believe I can impart that. I believe I can be a part of that. And I think watching that happen is beautiful. And I want to be a part of it. Both of them said, oh, that's a really good reason. Yeah, do that. So you guys want to know our why here? That's why. That's why we do this, because I really believe that I can see people's lives change for the better by providing what we know how to provide. Can you guys get on board with that? What's more important as I present that? What's more important to you? What? A real estate company? How? By providing all the options. Why? Because I'm passionate about you. What's more important to you when you hear about those three things? What stood out? Absolutely. Easily stands out, doesn't it? Easily stands out. Why does it stand out?
Personal.
Wildly important.
Personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you get the other two other places? Can we always get that kind of why from another place? No. Anybody ever been in a different real estate company? Did you have that? No. Well, I didn't have it. I walked in one time and got laid into by my lateral manager to the point where I said, you know what? F off. I'm done. Leave me alone. They thought it was funny. They giggled over it. I walked away bewildered. This is the freaking culture you want? I got to get out of here. Okay, so your why is the rocket fuel for your life. If the why for your company mattered so much to you and fuels you to be here, the why is the rocket fuel for your life as well. Focus on that. Don't lose focus of that. Don't. Mary's one-on-one. Mary was an agent in a company in the group, and she sat down with Larry Kendall and she said, Larry, I am not passionate about real estate. I sell a little bit here and there, sell a few million a year. I'm not passionate about real estate. It's not, I don't love houses. I don't love the process. I don't love real estate. And he said, that's okay. Let's talk about what you do love. Let's talk about what matters. And let's use real estate as a tool for you to make that happen. Real estate can't be the why. Why did you get into real estate? You hear it in these classes all the time, like continuing ed classes. Why did you get into real estate? I just love houses. I love people. I wanted freedom.
Be able to set my own out.
Yeah.
Work when I want.
You know what houses are? They're boxes. They're boxes. And the more and more you go into, the less excited you guys are going to get about them and less excited you're going to get about their features. It can't be the why. They can be incredibly beautiful. You know what I realized going into some of these amazing places? You guys, who was here when I almost thought I sold the castle? Right? I thought I was done. I thought this is a mark in Arkansas real estate history. I'm gonna be a part of this. When I went into that place, it's so ornate, it's so beautiful. And you know what I realized after a while? Their stuff is the same. There's no different stuff. It's a box to hold their stuff. It's the same. That side of real estate eventually becomes harder and harder to get excited about. So it's okay if you love architecture and homes and the process and all of that. That's okay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't love it. I'm saying it can't be your why. She wasn't passionate about it. And he said, tell me about your family. What did he do? Right there, recognize it, ninjas. Ford. She said, well, I have 3 daughters. What are your goals for them? What are your goals for your children? What did that come from? Yeah. So he's coaching his agent through Ford and 5 magic questions to figure out her why. And she said, I really want to pay for them to go through college. Well, what would that cost? They came up with a number. And he said, you're probably going to need to add 30% to that because you have to pay taxes. She said, okay. She did that. And that why fueled her to change her productivity. She focused on getting that college paid for her kids and made it happen. Does she love real estate? No. We got another. Yeah. Sorry. She doesn't love real estate. She loves her kids. As she got through this and made it happen for her family, do you think she found a love for real estate? Maybe. She did it. She accomplished the goal. What do you think happened after the goal was accomplished? What happened after that? So we talk a lot about finding the plateau of production that you need in order to meet your lifestyle. Now that lifestyle, guys, I truly, and we're going to work on this another time, I truly want that to include different buckets of money for you. I want it to have a life list bucket where you're fueling and paying for your dreams. I want it to have enough money to pay for your living expenses as well. But I also want it, and taxes, that's important because you sure don't want them knocking on your door later. And then the last bucket is creating wealth. What happens at a certain age when you don't want to do this anymore? Don't you want to have this at a point where that bucket is full enough where you can do what you want? That plan needs to exist. And when she paid for her kids' college, guess what she realized? Real estate's a great tool to get me wherever I want. And a lot of people would guess that her income would go down. It did not. She continued to produce because she saw it as a method to create wealth. It was easy for her at the beginning to see that her why needed to be for her children. That was the beginning. Once she realized that that why would do what she wanted for her dreams for her children, it was easier for her to say, well, if I can do that for them, I can do that for me. They're done. Forget them. It's my turn, right? Your passion has to be funded. It has to. And it doesn't matter what that passion is. It's got to be funded. My passion for music has changed. My passion for music used to include, oh, I want to own this instrument. Oh, I want to own that instrument. Oh, I want to have that gear. Don't care about that anymore. I don't. I've got the gear. The gear is got. Yeah. What do I do now? Go play with my friends. Go play. Have fun. Cool thing is we make some money on the side. So that money goes into an account. And we're going to use that to go have fun on as a family. That's awesome. What's the goal of Ninja Selling? So you can have a what? Abso-freaking-lutely. Who here, don't raise your hand, who here has ever worked so hard that they didn't have a life? Okay, you can raise your hand for that. Yeah. Yeah, we've worked so hard that we didn't have a life. That's not an existence. It's not an existence. It's not what I'm willing to live either. And I've been living it. Rebecca's looking at me. Yeah, I've been living it and I'm stopping. And we've got plenty of support and good people. I don't have to worry all the time. I don't have to do that. We're a great team. Increase your income per hour so you can have a life. That's our goal. And the system has proven that it works. If the beginning of this system is mindset, and that creates higher income per hour so we have a life, we have to pay attention to that. We have to pay attention to that. We're going to do that in a second. So Felicia, take over. Get your handouts going.
So one thing that Ninja does is a list of my favorite things. And it's basically to help us focus on your why. We want to know what your life list is, why you are working your business, so we can encourage that versus you need to make more money. So they have a my favorite things list, and I'm going to have all of you guys fill it out so we can have it in your file so that when we talk to you guys, we can refer back to this and know exactly what we're talking to you about. And it's just like birthdays, your children's names, your children's birthdays, your top 3 life list goals, favorite restaurants, favorite sports teams. It's just to help us know you guys better so that we can help grow your why. We're, Bentonville will have these too, if you guys can fill them out for Stephanie, and we'll get them all scanned into your file.
Awesome.
That's it.
Let me make it digital one, so. You told me.
We're gonna give it out printed.
Okay.
Yeah. And scan it in. Of course, there are some agents that we don't see to get that from, but for now, we're just gonna have it printed out. Go ahead and hand that out, and you guys can begin thinking on these things. Now, in a real estate company, we have multiple clients. For management has clients, buyers and sellers, agents, and then they have owners. Owners are customers. Felicia should think of me as a customer. When I need something, okay, here it is. When agents need something, Felicia and I both need to be, okay, here we go. Let me provide that, right? So different customers. Let me ask you, with this in mind, would this help you with your clients to know this information? That's what we're doing. You're our clients. Do you love your clients? Yes, we love you. And we want to know. We want to know these things so we can better help you and support you. Make sense?
One of the, can I say something real quick? One of the things that I was talking with Gretchen about was adding like the 4 columns in our database and adding those 4 columns, and that's basically kind of, I mean, you know, a little bit of what this is.
Yeah.
That way you know. Yes.
I want to recognize you real quick. Can you come up here so Bentonville can see you?
Oh, great.
All of it.
Okay, so this is Charity. If you haven't met Charity before, everybody say hi, Charity.
Hi, Charity.
And Charity came to me and she said, you know what? I'm a wicked awesome realtor and I'm killing it. And was the first to cap this year and did an amazing job. And now everything has kind of stopped and I don't know why. That's the truth of what you said, the last part.
Yeah.
Charity's a humble, really sweet person. But she said, what do I do? And I'll tell you guys, success in real estate can really happen that way. Has anybody ever killed it one month and had absolutely nothing the next? That's the roller coaster of real estate. And I told her, I said, what I would really recommend you to do is what?
Get a coach.
Get a coach. Hire a ninja coach to keep you on the ninja path to do the activity that produces income on a consistent basis. Can you tell us about what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I met with, it's a phone call. The first one's free, so she'll talk to you for about an hour. And I gained so much information just from that 1 hour. And then we set up every Monday. I send her my Monday agenda, and that you've been putting out on the messenger. So I fill that out every Monday and I send that to her. And then I also have a business tracker that I send over to her as well. And then we have 2 monthly phone calls for an hour. So I've actually had, I guess I've only had 3 phone calls with her at this point. So it's still relatively new. But it's been good so far. You know, just, you know, things that I have questions about or, things like that, you know, it's just a person to bounce, you know, questions off of. And then she's right aligned with what Jason's teaching us. So I'm hearing it from her and then I'm hearing it from Jason. And so I'm getting it from both, you know, areas in my life. So it's been good so far.
So in real estate, what we know as a generalization is what we do today will matter in 45 days.
Right.
Are you experiencing any signs of movement for your activity that you've been doing with Gretchen?
I haven't yet. What I'm seeing right now is I'm getting referrals from people from, you know, my sales from last year. So I'm actually starting to see like that come around because I've only been in real estate now, you know, a little over a year. So I'm seeing some business from that. And then I'm starting to already see business from like the mailers that we're doing, the postcards and
The auto flow?
yes.
When, and Travis grabbed one too. Did you see him post about that?
No.
That was awesome. Yeah, it was like another one in the basket due to auto flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can I say real quick,
Yeah.
when I met with Gretchen on the phone, I originally was like, well, it's summer and my kids are home and I've got a lot on my plate right now. And so like, I really kind of wanted to push her off and I really wanted to wait until August, till my kids went back to school to really start the coaching sessions with her. But I also know that it takes 45 days, you know, to 90 days maybe.
Mhm.
And I don't want to wait that long. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. So
Cool.
instead of waiting and pushing her out.
If there is one thing that you could identify as being most valuable during coaching, what would you say it is?
Just the support that I have from her. And she's guiding me in the areas that I need guidance in. You know, if there's an area that like I'm struggling in or something like that, you know, she's there to help me, you know, like even like I was this week, I was asking her questions about real estate reviews and, you know, and she really kind of helped me to kind of back up. And so the things that I learned in Ninja, just kind of helping me to drive those home again with the, you know, the buyer process and the selling process and things like that. Like, cause there's so much information in the Ninja installation and you do a great job covering it, but it's like, you know, I kind of need a little bit more. So,
Yeah.
so it's been good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay, Charity. Now, it's amazing to see people invest in their business. We invest a lot in your business. We're always chasing to find ways to improve your business. We're attracting ways to improve your business. We're working on it all the time. And to have an agent step out and say, okay, I'll do that. Indiana is also in a class with Terry called Mastery. And I have committed to do the next Mastery course with Terry. And I'm excited about that. There is also a Mastery in Management coming out with Peter Parnig, who is an absolute clown and genius, and I love him. And we talk music and we tell jokes, and then he tells me all the stuff that I need to know. So I'm excited to get to take part in that as well with Felicia. She'll be sitting in on those with me. Anyway, thank you for investing in your business that way. I'm grateful for you doing that. It's a good example. And Indiana, if you watch this later, thank you for doing that. I would really recommend anybody to do that. One of the pro tips that we got this week, how many here think of yourself as a professional realtor? This is what you do. You're a pro. Okay. How many pro athletes do you know that don't have a coach? That's a heck of a good point, isn't it? Michael Jordan had a coach. I'm a coach to you. I am. But that lady's diving deeper. And I can't do for everyone and all of the rest. So way to go after it, Charity. Thank you. I love this quote. The enemy of mastery is not mediocrity. Let's read it together. Here we go. Focus. The enemy of mastery is not mediocrity. It is distractions. The addiction to distractions is ruining many potential awesome lives.
I just went back to church. All reading it.
I want to do it again. Let's do it. I think Evan made us lose focus. Here we go. Focus. The enemy of mastery is not mediocrity. It is distractions. The addiction to distractions is ruining many potentially awesome lives. I love it and I hate it. I love it and I hate it. We're going to the moon, remember? We're going to the moon, and crazy enough, this is going to take us there. I am so excited to tell you and to step out in complete faith that within a year, we're going to have a Ninja app that switches this to airplane mode when we're doing our Ninja 9. Right? Why not? You like it? First thing, Ninja app turns on and says, this is your time block for the Ninja 9. Would you like to proceed or delay 10 minutes? If you delay 10 minutes, it notifies your accountability partner. I'm delayed 10 minutes. Why not, right? Do you have to use the Ninja app? No. Do you have to do all of the Ninja activity to be a realtor at Smith & Associates? No. Would that be valuable to those that want to? Yes. Yes, I want to continue doing my Ninja activity today. Okay, Jason, tell me 3 things you're grateful for. I'm grateful for the new Ninja app. I'm also grateful that Smith & Associates would provide such an amazing thing. I'm also grateful for Bill Spear because he's got that patient voice when I really need reason. It logs your gratitudes. You now got a gratitude journal, voice to text, and you've got a gratitude journal going. What's next? Daily affirmations. It's a yes or no, and you can lie because you got to write those down. There's no other way. That's the best way to train it. You can say it out loud 25 times. It's not as good. We're going to write it down still. We're not going to detour from best practices just because the app is fancy. Okay, what's next? 2 handwritten notes. It will scour your database. First, it'll create your database from your phone list and from Facebook. Scouring those intuitively, saying, would you like to add this person? So it's really easy to add a 5 a day, 5 a week if you're doing your first 8 and 8, things like that. Then it's going to say, you haven't written this guy a note yet. Want to? Gives you a chance to know who you've written a note to or not. Then, this is how cool and excited I am about this. I've been thinking about this for so long, how to make this work in a Ninja way. How about when you set up your app, it asks you to write your alphabet in your handwriting, upper and lower case. Now it has your handwriting. Would you like to write so-and-so a handwritten note? Yes. What do you want it to say? I want to say, hey, Evan, thanks for always being at the meetings. It really helps me that you're so dedicated to be here. And I'm grateful for that. You're a leader. And whether you know it or not, even with your college boy hat on all the time and your weird hair. We love you. Don't change. Love Jason. Then it goes to a printer that prints it out using a ballpoint pen. Yeah. Addresses the envelope, sends it off. Yeah. Then it links, huh?
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
That is wild.
We're gonna spend some money.
That, is it like a 3D printer, but not?
No, it just hovers over paper with an ink pen. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm nerding out.
Yeah.
That's like 24th century.
Then the app is gonna link to your Apple Watch or your Fitbit and say, here was your physical activity yesterday.
I can finally use an Apple Watch.
Time to go for a walk or do something, you fat ass. That's what it's gonna say to me.
Actually, we're back to 96 ago.
No, but you can enter. You can enter manually or whatever. What's next? Monday morning meeting with yourself. It'll be there. Hot list, warm list, it'll be there. And while you're in it, it's on airplane mode. You can't be disturbed. We can get it done. We can get it done. Yeah, let's read it again. Focus. The enemy of mastery is not mediocrity. It is distractions. In addiction to distractions is ruining many potential awesome lives. How easy is it to get distracted from doing the Ninja 9 that creates income? Here's my quote. Abby, read this out loud.
What's crazy is the job itself becomes a distraction.
Is that true? Response to clients' needs, response to creating something that we think will help us, response to an idea is fine. All of those are fine and good. What happens if you don't stay on the path of the Ninja 9? Your business disappears until you do a little more. And then 30 to 90 days, poof, you get paid. And then it's gone, and then paid, and then gone, and then paid. Right? Been on that roller coaster? Anybody enjoy that? No. No. The job itself becomes the distraction. Where are we going? To the moon. To the moon. Has the Ninja app ever been created? Why? Larry doesn't believe in it. Why doesn't Larry believe in it? Distractions. We're going to create a way. They tried to create a Ninja app. They went to people, they told them what they wanted, and it was a ridiculous charge and management fee. Ridiculous. They only shopped one place, much like people shop agents. What was the statistic about people shopping agents? It was like 70% go with the first agent that they interview with, 70 something percent. I think it was 78, 76. The other 24% wish they could have gone with the first agent, but they were just so bad they had to interview somebody else. So they shopped in one place. We're going to shop multiple places. We're drawing resources and information already. And a meeting is in the works with people that know more about this than I do. But we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. I'm excited about it. Anybody excited about that? Where can you do your Ninja 9 from if we're doing that? Yeah. Sing that louder. She said anywhere in the world. So, now, yeah, sound like your uncle just got out of jail and you've been shot in the back. Yeah. Okay. If we can do that anywhere, does that help us earn more income per hour so we can have a life. It makes sense to me that you should be able to be lying on the beach and say, hey, Bill, Jason here, just wanted to write you a note, and it be sent out from Fayetteville, Arkansas. If the technology exists like that, why not take advantage of it? Make sense? Back to your why. Happiness is not a destination. It is a means of travel. It's our job to try to keep you happy. It's our job. With that said, there's something that I said earlier that I want to make sure was heard. To be a Smith and Associates agent, do you have to be on the Ninja Path?
No.
No. Are we going to continue teaching the Ninja Path? Why? The stuff works. If that's not your path right now, okay. Okay, I get it. It's not going to stop me from teaching it every time I stand up, but I get it. I get it. So please know that if that's not your thing, that's not a reason to be unhappy. It's not. We'll get you there. Because happiness is important, we are putting on a dream board workshop. There is someone in our organization that knows an awful lot about this, an awful lot. And Tina Stanley, if you don't know Tina, you will quickly when you meet her. You will quickly when you meet her. I'm going to let Felicia talk a little bit about this and why we're doing it and what you can expect.
So another thing that we learned in Ninja and we're going to implement in the Dream Board workshop is a lot of people don't open up to their why because they have hesitations, and usually it's money. I am horribly guilty of that. So we are going to have drinks during our workshop to relax your brain so that you don't hesitate. Yes. And you can go with your why and you can put all of your dreams on your dream board. Talking to Tina yesterday, I could have sat and talked to her for hours with all of the information that she was giving me. She has sat through vision board and dream boarding classes with a friend of hers that does this professionally, and she has a lot of information. I learned a lot about Tina's marriage just talking to her about dream boarding classes. They implement this on a weekly basis in their marriage, which has helped their marriage. There's so many benefits that we talked about that come along with creating a dream board or a vision board. So I'm super excited about doing it. And we have booked it for July 13th. I wrote it down. It'll be at 3 p.m. in the office. July 12th at 3 p.m. There will be a $10 supply fee just because we're going to print everything from here versus trying to gather 5 million magazines. This way, before the class, if you guys can kind of think of some things, if not, while we're in the class having our drinks, you can think of things that come to mind, search them, print them, we can put them on our board, and you don't have to do anything else. So I'm super excited about
When
this.
is it?
July 12th at 3 p.m.
Who wants to do that? Fun. Fun. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Felicia. And really, honestly, truly, every time I've talked to Tina about any of this, it's been astounding the amount of knowledge that she has. And she will get you to open up. She will, and to think this way. And it's honestly a really beautiful thing. We've got a new tool. This is something that we've been talking about, thinking about, wondering how to do, figuring out. It's an interesting convoy coming in here. Sorry. Digital 8 and 8. Anybody remember what we were calling this? Good. I'm not even gonna bring it up then, because it was a terrible name and honestly was not Ninja at all. So Digital 8 and 8, I bet they thought it was Beautiful Lives or something.
Horrible place to turn that thing around.
Yeah, it is.
That's getting more interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull everybody's attention back to me.
Sorry.
And who knows, we might be getting new vehicles any minute. So the Digital 8 and 8. 8 and 8 is to do what? What is the purpose of an 8 and 8? One is to reconnect, okay, to reconnect with past clients that may have forgotten about you because you didn't stay in touch with them. Whose fault is that? Yours. What else? To establish yourself as someone's trusted real estate advisor. Okay, so to add someone to your database that you want on there, maybe someone influential, maybe just someone that you think, I like them, I want them on my database. And then there's one more reason. To rebrand. Have you changed companies? Have you, are you new in the business? And do they think of you like Charity was a teacher? Do they think of you as a school teacher or as a realtor? You've got to rebrand yourself. Either that's I'm now a Smith and Associates, or I'm now a realtor. Do you like how I said that? Just like they teach you in realtor. Yeah. So check this out. This is the first. Wait a minute. Let's talk about the method, so there's no confusion. The first thing you do in an 8 and 8 is what? Say it louder. Handwritten note. That is not being replaced. The power of the handwritten note is important, and we're not taking it out. It's a stamp. If you can't do a stamp, wow, it's rough. I'm sorry. You can go ahead and do this without that, and I'll tell you right now, it won't have as much impact, and you're doing it wrong. Invest a little bit, walk around parking lots and find loose change until you can do it. That's not making fun of someone's financial position. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying it's important. It's really important to do the handwritten note part. After the handwritten note part, what do we send? How many? 4 postcards. 2 art, 2 science, alternating, right? After the postcards go out, what goes out? Newsletter. So we've got 5 mail outs, right? We are replacing the 5 mail outs for those that choose to do it this way with a digital 8 and 8. The digital 8 and 8 will have 4 of these, art and science rotating. This first one is art. And then a text that says, hey, I just shot you a copy of our newsletter in your email. That's the 5. Okay. What do you have to have in order to do these? A database with what? Emails and phone numbers. Okay. That's what you have to have in order to do these. Personally, I prefer the printed and mail out 8 and 8 because it's less work for me. It's e-time. Sending those out is e-time. Remember PI? Productive, indirectly productive, and everything else. Sending those out is e-time to me. So I would prefer that just be done in the mail and done and over with. Sending these out requires you to load this, what I'm about to show you, into each phone number. So 5 a week, which isn't much to text out. This is not meant or intended to replace your autoflow. This is only intended to create you an easier way to break into the business on your 8 and 8. Make sense? Check it out. What do you think? You guys like it? That's sent as a text. I sent it to Terry and to Dawn and said, what do you think, before I decided to present it to you guys? You want to watch it again, don't you? You do, I can tell. Here. Oh. You like it? It's okay if you want to clap. It's all right. They still didn't clap. Oh, well. I think it's an awesome tool. I sent it to Terry and to Dawn, my favorite two ninja instructors. Terry, what do you think the response was?
I love it.
Yep, exactly. I love it. And then she sent me pictures. On vacation right now, fishing. Yeah. Of shirtless old men. It was. Then, what do you think Dawn said? Anybody go to installation with Dawn here? Okay. That was your first one, Jen. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
No?
I don't know this person.
Line that up against your mail out 8 and 8 and check the performance. Make sure you track. Yeah. Which is wonderful. We should do that. But I'm very proud to do this. It's very simple for marketing to edit this video. We just changed the name on one slide, changed the headshot, and changed the name on the last slide. It's done. And that's the way the rest of the videos will be too. These videos will be the same for. If you want to do this, you just change. So they will be videos that are generic enough that it will fit the market wherever it goes. Make sense? Okay. These 4 are to be used for 8 and 8, not in place of autoflow, because I want you focused on P time. If you do this for your autoflow, think about if you want to make $200,000 a year in real estate, you're going to text 200 people a month twice. Drop that in, drop that in, drop that in, drop that. And it'll only allow you to do that so much before it says, you reach your limit for a little bit. Hold on. And yeah, very frustrating. Okay, I want to wrap it up. We're going over a little bit today. We are very dedicated to helping you, and we believe in the Ninja system. Terry Johnson has reached out to me. Matter of fact, she did it last October, I believe, to talk about these 4 classes. We committed to do these 4 classes, and we're going to. The classes are finding inventory, generating listings the Ninja way, negotiate like a ninja with multiple offers, maximizing your referrals the Ninja way, and living on purpose. So we committed to, as a company, to pay for one. We will pay for one. You guys will pay for the rest. But that's pretty good. They're $1,000. Why are they $1,000? What is Ninja's thought on value? Provide more in value than you receive in payment. Yeah, compensation. So we're going to get a lot out of $1,000 per class. Felicia is going to create a Google survey to find out who wants to take part in these and who wants to pay. If 20 of you want to do it, it's going to be 50 per class. It's $150 then, if we can get 20. If we can get 30 better, if we can get 50 better. you know. But these classes are going to be very important and pivotal to your 1 hour, and may include a 15-minute Q&A afterwards.
Is this gonna be Zoom, I guess?
Zoom.
Okay.
The first one, the one that I'm going to pay for, is negotiate like a ninja with multiple offers. Abby, read that for us.
Learn effective ninja techniques and dialogues to navigate the competitive market. Learn proven tactics to help buyers win at multiple offers. Strategies to utilize as a listing agent to negotiate before the seller signs, and how to implement listing launches to maximize the seller's market dollar and minimize buyers' remorse. In today's marketplace, negotiating like a ninja opens the door to better serving buyers and sellers.
Does that all sound valuable to you? Information you want? Good. I'll buy it as soon as I know who's in. Okay? And then we'll get on Terry's books and get him scheduled. That is it, my friends. We're going to stop sharing. I'm going to not ask everyone, but whoever wants to share, raise your hand. Favorite part of the meeting? Raise your hand. Jen.
That's awesome. Like, I'm so excited about the app and the whiteboard and like the classes with Terry, like so much new stuff.
Good energy. Awesome. Anybody else in here? Richard? Okay, Abby.
I'm pumped about the gratitude board and the lifeless board. I think we're gonna help us with their goals.
Awesome.
Love the airplane mode app. That classes. So, and I
Awesome.
love learning.
Awesome. Evan.
Really excited about the app, but just everything that we're doing to improve the culture around here. Thankfully, I'm grateful for it. I've been busy in the last couple of months, but it's kind of led me to a breakthrough that, like, I'm not lazy. It's not because of inconsistency. I am just stupid unorganized. So I think that the Ninja app will help me with that. And I tend to get distracted and just chase what's moving.
Yeah.
I try to respond to everything immediately, and you know, I need to just take a breath, and if I could be organized, it would definitely help just every aspect of life. Excited about the dream board thing. July 12th is my dog's birthday, but I'll spend a few hours here. So that's it.
You're not different in what you confessed. You just confessed it. Every single one of us here are thinking, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Bentonville, anything? Anybody want to raise their hand? Favorite thing? Nobody wants to share. They're like, nope. Okay. Jeff had no favorite things.
I had too many.
Too many. Awesome. Good. All right. Love you guys. I'm glad you showed up, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.